Good morning. I'm making a garter. The person, the customer, let me lower the volume. The customer had told me they needed it on the 18th, so I went ahead and took the order. And last night she called me and she's like, "Oh, I need it for tomorrow morning." It's like, I have all these other orders and everything to make, but she needs it today. And it's like, I had to wake up extra early because I'm gonna be using a pool noodle to give it some volume because I'm using these. It's 1 and 5/16 ribbon, and it's too thin, and I really don't want to add any loops. It's just supposed to be like something not too big but not too small. I'm gonna go ahead and cut, and this is another reason why I don't like to use thin ribbon. I'm gonna have to cut 7 of each. I already lost count. So I have 1, 2, 3, so I need 4 more. I hate it when they do that. I'm making 16 ring mums for a volleyball team. I know, right? It's just horrible. It's like we're just, I don't know. I shouldn't even talk back. I should be grateful that I got this order. The thing is that it throws back everything else that I have to. I'm interested in seeing the pool noodles trick. And I have the pool noodle right here. Yeah, it's real easy and it does help a lot. And it's just I just like using it. I like using the what is it called, the tube, the one for these. I like using these too, but these after a while, and then depending on how where you store the garter and everything, they might get a little, they might lose the volume some. So the pool noodle is like my go-to. If it's a bigger mum, then I do use these. These are not just for paper towel rolls. No, they're the ones for where the vinyl comes in. It's they're super hard, so those work pretty good. I like using those for the big ones, for the big garters. But mainly pool noodle, because pool noodle is so much easier to cut. 1, 2, 3. Oh, my things always come in six. I mean in sevens. Like I don't like to add, like in this case, like 6 would be enough, but I don't want 6 of each color. I'm not a big fan of the 6. So yeah, I don't really like. See, if I would be using my 2-inch ribbon, I would only be using like 3 of each color or something like that. I would just use like seven strips of ribbon. But since it's these thin ones, so this is my backer, and I already cut it at 3.5 inches. And oh, you want to see the pool noodle trick? Let me show you, just in case you for any reason need to leave. So you're going to measure your backer. You know, make sure, or you already know it's 3.5. So just measure your pool noodle at 3.5, and then just cut it. And in this case, it's going to be a small garter. So you're just gonna need 1/4 of this. You don't need the whole thing, and then you just cut it in half, and then just if you cut it in half, there, it's already cut in half. So now what you're going to do, cut it in half again. Have you guys had your coffee yet? I had like very little. I didn't want to have too much. I don't want to be too hyper. It's too early. So now it's just like this. It's 1/4 of a pool noodle, and so it won't show. I like to use felt, but felt is pricey sort of fish, more than this, and then this plus it sparkles. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to wrap um, use this to wrap my pool noodle because so just in case the ribbon moves or anything, you won't, you know, they fly with the wind. You won't be able to see the big pool noodle there in between the garter. So now that you just wrap it. Just wrap it very carefully. Add a little bit of hot glue because remember that melts in. It's a pool noodle, so see, just very little, just enough to get a hold of this. Sides first. Ow! And then you just do it like a little burrito or something. Just not yet. What? Good morning. Oh, you haven't had your coffee yet. I'm like, I'm still asleep, guys. Like, I don't know, I just thought I'd make this live because I know I made a prior video where I show the pool noodle thingy, but I don't show how I wrap it. And I just show, what is it called, just how it looks once it's wrapped. So I thought, okay, you know what, I don't have time to make, like a video and everything, so I'll just go ahead live. Even though, I don't know if you've seen my prior live videos, I always mess up when I go live. Like, I get nervous still. I'm not used to being on camera yet. So there we have it. And this is going to go to the back, of course, and this is going to be the part that goes right here. Just make sure it closes right. And just don't forget about the hot glue, how it melts this and how it's going to be very hot. Did you have a football game to go last night? I've been wanting to go to a football game and nothing. I've been stuck here at home. I don't know if you know, but I was making my niece's spirit jeans yesterday, but because of this, now I can't finish them. Okay, I went ahead and cut these, or the ones that are going to go on the crown. They're going to be 6 inches, and I'm going to be cutting 8 of them, and I'm going to cut them out of every color. This what is it called? This garter is supposed to be maroon, gold, white, and black. And it doesn't have a mascot. They don't have a mascot. I think it's for little kids. I really don't think that that is for any junior high or 8th grade or anything like that. I see the kids practice when I go to my Dollar General. One, two, three, four. I'm not a fan of the gold, but I need to add it. It does have gold. It takes me about 30 minutes to fully wake up after I've woken up. And right now I think I'm sleepwalking. Okay, so now what I do, I just go ahead and measure where I'll be adding my loops, and in this case I'm just going to go 1 inch in, and I do the one side, one side, one side, one side, so that I can make sure my loops are straight as possible. I'm not going to do nothing fancy. I don't do anything fancy to my garters or moms. Not that I can't, guys. It's just that, I mean, my customers are like, they don't like to spend much. So, and I understand because a lot of them have more than one child. So that's why, like, you see my garters, you see my mom's, they like almost all look the same. I try to change things up, but I mean, still, I mean, like, I don't go crazy on the braids. And I've seen so many garters, the difference it makes when you add the braids, like that first garter that I made, and the second one, and the third one, I think, like, I added a whole bunch of braids, and and it does make a difference. However, I always have to be prepared for things like this, and I do not like to pre-make my things. I don't know why. I do everything as I go. I know it's extra work for me, but this is how I see it, because it happened to me one year. I had a whole bunch of orders. I had everything pre-made, and then I ended up getting more orders from a certain school, so it was certain colors. And then, well, I was out of that ribbon because I had used it for the pre-made stuff for another school that had one of those colors. And I mean, it was just heck. I mean, like, having to undo braids to get that colored ribbon because the flower shop's already out of that ribbon, and it was a mess. So I said, you know what, I'll just suffer the consequences. I'll just have to make everything as they ask. So yeah, so that's why I'm going. Christy, I'm trying to hurry up so that you can see the pool noodle trick. I don't know if you have to go to bed or if you're already awake for the day. Okay. So this is the name that's going to go on it. So see how I try to, that already has black, so I try to put less black. Okay, and my trash can's there. Don't think I'm just throwing it on the floor. Okay, so now we're going to start adding our ribbon, and I think I'm up for the day. Got lots to do. I hear you, girl. I hear you. So am I. I thought today I would be able to sleep till 6. I really did. I've been going to bed like at 2 in the morning, and I have to wake up at 3 or 4. So really, I've been just hardly getting any sleep. Like, even tell I'm not even combing my hair or anything. It's like just get up and just start working. And but it's so worth it, right? I like this season. And late season too. But yeah, that's how it is. You have to wake up early, go to sleep late, wake up early. So see how I'm already starting to fan it. Of course I would run out of staples right in the middle of something. Don't you just hate it? You know when I hate that I run out of something? The worst, when I sew. I'm like, I'll be sewing away, so don't rush on my account. I have a senior and 6 moms and 4 garters to do along with finishing the ring mom. Oh my goodness. No, that's still a lot. I mean, well, depends how big your mums are, but still, it's better to a lot of the times to finish the order so you can get more. I like getting to the orders as fast as possible because I usually get all the, what is it called? All the moms that the child didn't tell them that there was a homecoming until the day of. And I'm gonna use some sparkly. This one is 1.5 inches. And this one I'm gonna add it in the center. I don't even think I'm gonna use all that ribbon. I'm telling you, I was asleep. But so far I have 2 gold, 2 maroon, 2 black, and then the sparkly one that I'm going to add in the center to take care of this little gap right there. And I'm going to be adding some guess I'll add some gold. I got carried away. I'm not used to using the what is it called? This 5/16 ribbon anymore. You know what a life changer once you learn to use the thicker ribbon, because it gives the fullness is better. You use less ribbon. And I'm cooking my lunch dinner for the next 2 days, so I don't have to think about food. Hey, very smart. Very, very smart. I know, right? Sometimes we don't even have time to make a sandwich. Me, sometimes I'll just hit the fridge and just make myself a sandwich. Nothing else. Like, I mean, I lose weight during this season. Thank you. I think I cut it a little too long. This was supposed to be, this is this, I just remembered that this is the size for the, what is it called? Gosh. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one at 12 so it can be my measurement. This 14 is the size for the 5.5 inch flower. I forgot this is a little flower, so that's why I went ahead and cut the ribbon so big. I'll just cut it small. I don't even know what. Okay. Then at the ends, you know how it's curling. Would you believe this ribbon? Look how bad it is, in bad shape. I've had it for like 5 years already. It's a lot of my inventory. I look at it and I'll see the prices from long time ago, but it's because like when I started making mums, I'd just go and buy in bulks, and when I'm saying bulks, I'm talking about I'd buy 10 of everything. Like I wouldn't be like, oh, you know what, I'm just gonna buy this. No, like in my mind, it was always like, what if supplies go up next year, and then it's gonna be more expensive. And I didn't do that last year, and look how bad supplies went up this year. I really regret not doing that last year. And I'll just add this one. I'm over here. I don't even see what I tell you about making videos and going live. I'm over here looking at the ribbon and measuring, and I didn't even know you couldn't even see. I'm concentrating on me being able to see. Maybe I need to fan it a little more. I'm not liking this. I'm just not used to the thin ribbon. So for your mum rings, do you use the tiny mums, or do you, what is it called? Do you just make it out of ribbon? How do you make your mum rings? Prices are crazy. If you're ever in San Antonio, the best pricing is at Travis Wholesale. Legit wholesale prices. Oh, wow. Really? I'm thinking of taking for this year. I'm thinking about taking a trip down to San Antonio and my vinyl to Houston, because I've been using a lot of vinyl for my mums. Now that I know how to use my Cricut. I don't know if you know this, but I'm a beginner at Cricut. I just this year I started doing cutouts. And oh my goodness, prices are crazy. I do have a place here, HTV, etc. HTV Haven, it's called too. And they have pretty good prices. However, I want to go. I use 6-inch ribbon and tinsel. I use, for your mum rings. Huh, interesting. 6-inch ribbon for your, this is 6-inch ribbon and tinsel. 6-inch, like 6-inch for, are we talking about the rings, or are we talking about mums now? No, it can't be the ring mums. There we go. See, it looks prettier. However, this is going to go over here inside. Let's prepare a flower so it can be ready. I wish we had a little thing where what is it called, where we can interact, like so you guys don't have to be typing. You can just be talking. You can both be on the screen. Yeah, your ring mums. Oh, I used to like making those, and the halos, and the spirit sticks and all that. But right now it's like I don't have time for all that. It's like the mums are getting crazy. The sizes of them. Like even the middle schoolers, they want like huge mums now. before for the middle school, they'd ask for something like what I'm making right now, maybe just a little bigger. And now it's like my top seller. That's why I don't really um, post much, because my top sellers have been that style. The ones that I've only posted, the green and the black, the white and black. And those are for middle school. Would you believe? Like, it's middle school. These are 11-inch mums at the top, and what's it called? And then we're going to 11 inches at the top. Oh. Okay, so we already saw that we're gonna have our ribbon up here, so we want our noodle somewhat in the middle. Trying to, I don't want to go over. I can feel like when I'm touching it, I'm feeling. So, which one do I want up? Do I want the gold, or do I? Oh, look, this one has. So I'll just add it like this. See how it's gonna be. Okay. And I have another way of adding it too. I make more like. I never make my mums the same, especially if I'm making video, because I like to give the viewer a different way of doing things. On my prior video, I went ahead and added this, and after I added, first I added this, and then I started adding the ribbon on top, and then you're going to go ahead and glue it right there. See how I just tuck it in there. And you're going to have that. And the other one, as I was saying, on the other the other garter that I made, it was a maroon and gold, I believe. And that one, I went ahead and first I added this. I went ahead and glued it, and then I started stapling the ribbon. So you're going to add the glue right there where you're going to be adding this thing, and you're going to wait a little bit, because remember, the pool noodle does melt pretty quick. So we're gonna give it a little bit of time. Looks like a mum. Yeah, right. Like my garters, I don't know. I can't make up a small. This is the smallest I could make a garter. I never, and I've been asked if I can make a peewee, and it's like I would like. I mean, I remember I used to make them, but now I'm so used to making bigger mums that it's hard. And then plus I have huge hands. to be honestly speaking, I have huge hands, so it's kind of hard for me to deal with smaller things. There we go. And make sure you center it. As long as it feels warm, that means you can still manage it. See? And there we go. Trying to feel for when it cools down. I don't want to let go of it just yet, because if I do, it might move, and then we're gonna have it lopsided. So I'm trying to feel. And then I already have, I touched my flower. Semerino. I'm tired. Oh, I keep stretching my back, and I hit my hand every time I do. Still feels warm. I'll go ahead and add a black in the center. I'll add a black because you can already see the gold. So this one, since I can't staple it anymore, I'm just going to go ahead and that was hot. Center it. So that's how I use the pool noodle, and like I said, I have sometimes I add the pool noodle first, and then I start adding the ribbon on top. I start overlaying it on the pool noodle. But see, that's and then this is how it looks sideways. Right? You can't really tell much right now. Wait till it's done. Okay. Now let's add the flour. No. What do you mean add the flour? Where's the garter? Let's add the garter first, because with the garter you need to press and press. I'm still asleep. Okay, so we go ahead and for the garter. I always make my garters, the thingy is 3.5, all of them. Even when I make the huge garters, like the 11.5 and 12.5, the ones that look like mums, I use this one, the 3.5 thing, and then of course I glue it. This one I'm just gonna go ahead and put it on top of the, right on top of, on back of the crown anyway. Well, it's not that big of a, it's the same size. Make sure they're straight. I'm so asleep. Watch me put it right where the flour goes. Of course, it would run out of glue right when I need it. Okay. This hot glue gun is horrible. I recently purchased it because my other one that I had for like a little over 15 years gave up on me. And I went to Walmart, I got this one, and I hate it because when I'm at my busiest and like super in a hurry, oh, it doesn't want to work. Like it just doesn't want to work. It's just horrible. It works whenever it feels like it. Yeah, I was gonna put the flour. Did you see that? I need to wake up. Okay, so now that we already have a whole bunch of glue, remember, don't get too close to the edges, otherwise the glue will smear out and your job will look messy. Make sure it is right, like that you don't have it sideways or anything. And then we just press and press. Press and press. To make sure. And it's gonna hurt because it's gonna be very hot, and especially right here on the sides where your garter is. Press it. We want to make sure that this thing doesn't fall apart if it's pulled, which will be, because we don't know if the child, the student who's going to be wearing it is going to be very thin, or we don't know, big arms, thick arms, thin arms, we don't know. But it will be stretched, and we don't want this to fall apart. Always press right there. This is the most important part. This part right here is the one that you should always make sure that it's glued completely. I like to press on it like real hard. Okay. Feels warm. That means that it's the glue's still working its way, but I feel confident that it's going to. See how I lay it down and it just goes up. Well, aside from this ribbon curling up, I'll take care of that in a little bit. But see, you can't. I don't know if you can see it much on camera. I'm trying to see. Okay, now it's time to add our flour. Flour will go right there. And remember, the bigger the pool noodle, the bigger it's going to get. This one was just very small, something small, just so that the ribbon just doesn't droop. And I add a whole bunch of glue. Like if it's going out of style. You want it to really, really stick in there. See, a whole bunch of it. Now what we're going to do, we're going to get our flour, and you can do this vice versa. You can add all the glue to your flour and then put it there, or you can add it here. Then you just press to make sure you get the make sure you really get it stuck there. I like to just keep my hand like this. Or I'll put it on the table and I'll just put my hand on top. Until I no longer feel it hot. The glue's running to the sides. And while the flour is drying, I can start already. These are the cutouts that I will be adding. I think I like the name down here or up here. I don't know just yet. This garter originally is supposed to be small, but I don't know how to say it without sounding mean. Like you know, when you can tell that the parents don't have all that much money. So if that's the case, you know, when parents don't have that much money, but yet they want to get their child something, you know. Okay, so that's the case here. And you know what? I knew it. Here it is. Good thing I didn't empty my trash. And the trash, I call it trash because, well, it is trash, but don't think I throw food and everything in there. It's just my vinyl. I had forgot to put on the number. Yeah, it's just my vinyl. I don't think it's anything dirty. And I'm going to be adding the word Hoko right here on the black ribbon. However, I didn't do it right now because, would you believe my laptop, when I turned it on, it says that something upgrading. These darn things upgrade all the time, no? Like always. Like everything's always upgrading, always. And then it just gets worse. I'm gonna give it a 3D look. That's why I have this one already on poster board, and then I have this one on poster board. I just add a little bit of hot glue, and then just kind of tap, so it can look like that. And the name came out too big. That's one of the reasons why I'm having such a hard time. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and add it there. Came out way too big because of it. Let's see. It was supposed to be smaller, but like I said, this garter was supposed to be for the 18th, which is why I hadn't. I was working on my other stuff when the mom called me, and she's like, "No, I need it for tomorrow. I'll pick it up at 9." It's like, and at night, it's like, no, in the morning. Like, what? No. What about all my other orders? What about the people that already paid in full? What about my niece who has been waiting for her jeans? But I understand, because when my daughters were younger, they would do that. Like, I mean, all day they'd be playing and doing. Oh, but at nighttime, when it was time to already go to sleep, or in the morning before they went to school, "Oh, Mom, I forgot to tell you that I needed this and that for a project," or "I needed this," or "Oh, Mom, I don't have clean uniforms." Like, you couldn't tell me yesterday after school that you didn't have clean uniforms. You had to wait until we're about to go to sleep, or we're about to start getting ready to go to school. See, that's how it's coming out. Then I'll go ahead and put his name down here. I'm not too convinced about the colors. I'm not liking this. Put the name at an angle. Oh, still. I still have time. Like that. Or is it down like this? Dang it. Huh. Not bad. Okay. Oh. Try to like that. Oh, so now I can put the ball over here, now that I put the name at an angle. Yeah, so anyway, so I mean, this is having to come up with the colors and everything for this garter, and having to think from like 1 minute to the other. That's like, especially when I had other plans for this garter. Okay, there. Good morning, everyone that's watching. Not my prettiest garter, but I don't think it's my ugliest either. I want to think. I'd like to say that. And then, like I said, right here is going to be the words in vinyl. White. It'll be white letters. And this is not my favorite garter, I'll tell you that much. You know, when they do this, it's bad. But when at least this person just told me from one day to the other, like, oh no, but like, you know how she had said she needed it on the 18th, and then all of a sudden she told me that she needs it. Well, yesterday she told me that she needed it by tomorrow, which is today. And it's not as bad as having to, what is it called? I need to add something, right? Like streamers. Oh, I need to bring these things down. So, what can I add here? Moving on a bit. Yeah, it's not as bad as parents when I've already this year I had one, and last year two, and I always say it's not gonna happen to me again. It's not gonna happen to me, and I forget. You know, the year starts, we start making months, but what's happens that I can't stand it is when the parent calls and she'll be like, let's say last year, the one last year, right? The school colors were I don't remember exactly what this. I think it was mainly red. And so the parent calls and it's like, yeah, it's for such school. The colors are red, white, and black. But could you make it mainly the main color black, like most? Like I'm like, okay, so you want mostly black. It's like, yes, because my daughter loves black. And I was like, okay. So I went ahead and made the mom with those three colors, with a red, black, and, well, mainly it was black, right? So it was black, red, and white. And then I sent her the picture, like, oh, here's your mom. It's ready to get picked up. And then, well, would you believe she told me? She's like, oh, ma'am, my daughter just told me that she doesn't really want that much black because that black is for, I don't know what other school, right? But for another school. And she doesn't want to, she doesn't want it to look like she's going for the other school. And it's like, oh my goodness, really? It's like having to take out a whole mom apart. And this year I had the same thing. Lady calls. She made the order, and she just said, oh, and my daughter likes this and this and this and that, and okay, so she comes and picks up the order, and then when she comes, what's it called? She says if I can change this and that because it has too much of some color, and that's for another school. I'm like, this, it's because that's what you told me. She's like, oh yeah, but it's because my daughter just told me right now. And it's like, so for future reference, guys, please, find the most polite way ever to let them know to ask their child if it's okay that they get their mumps or garters like that before. Or I don't know if you guys charge. I'm gonna start charging. Like, okay, well, you told me this way, but now you shrimping. Now you want to change it to this other way. Shrimp. There we go. Okay. Oops. See why I like to hold on to the things until it dries. I just want to finish this so I can get to my niece's jeans. Look, I already have all the cutouts for the jeans. And after that I have to get to some mum orders. Okay, put the name. Oh, okay, I had already read that. And that's how it's looking. We just need the white letters. And let me add little stuff to here so that I can bring down this this ribbon. I'll add a little football player. You know what? It is white, so let me get my bling. Let's go ahead and bling it out. Give it a little extra something. That's hot. It'll bring it down. Oh my goodness, a lot of people wake up early. That's good. You know, it's said that the most successful people are those who wake up early. What is that saying? Early bird gets the worm. Early bird gets the worm. And then right now I'm gonna go ahead and cut a bit of it. And that's it. Or I'm thinking I should just leave it that length. Might as well. Not my best work, but not my worst either. Those web things that get all over, right? I wish there was a glue gun that doesn't have them. I just started blinging everything out. Hey, you know my thoughts on bling. Like a lot of people say, like, oh no, I don't. Boys garters don't have bling, or no, don't put too much bling on boys garters, and so on and so forth. My thought on that is, why not? Like, why is it that supposedly you can't have bling on a garter? I mean, you see all these rappers, they even have bling on their teeth. My goodness, why can't these kids have bling on their garter? So, I mean, bling isn't just for girls, it's for boys too, and it is proven, I think. Okay, I'm just gonna put it like this. Close it right. That. Add a ruler. And I should bring my, what's it called, my rolling thing. Let me stand up so I can see this. There we go. And as I said, with this one, you can't really see all that much volume because I only put like a tiny piece of pool noodle. So if you want more volume, make the pool noodle a little thicker. Don't make it as thin as I didn't want it to be too much volume. I just wanted it a little. And there we have it. There's the garter. It's just missing the white letters, and that's it. We're done. So anyway, I hope you guys like this video. And I know it's simple. I know, but it's parents' request. Something simple, not too much. And so yeah, that's it. I hope you guys like this video. I'm already gonna go have my like 10th cup of coffee. No, just kidding. I'm gonna go finish the coffee that I started earlier, and I do want to come back later because I want to show you guys how my niece's spirit jeans are going. Look at the. I already have the cutouts. I don't know if you've already seen the other my live from yesterday where I added fringes. Okay, well I already have the letters ready. I'm gonna be ironing the letters, but this will be a little bit after I finish my cup of coffee and I wake up a little more and I make the letters for that so to completely finish it. Alrighty. I'll see you guys. I'm over here looking over here on my second device. I'll see you guys later. You guys have a very blessed day. Just in case I don't see you like later, like in an hour or two. You guys have a very blessed day and take care. Bye-bye.